One of the things that we really try to do here at PennDot is to try to personalize some of the things that we are going out and the campaigns that we have, and a lot of these big events that we try to do. We like to try to make it personalized in one way or the other. When we look at the issue of school bus safety, as the press director, I could stand here and go through a whole list of different things on tips for being safe around school buses. But for me, I thought I would bring somebody in today who is actually a student. She is also my daughter. This is Hannah May. And I thought it would be much more effective if we talked to Hannah, who is a student, a little bit about some of the tips for school bus safety. So we have some tips that we provide through PennDot, but Hannah, just go through some of these. We were talking about this before. There's different tips for different groups of people. Do you remember who the tips? Who are the different people that should be safe around school buses?
Well, they're for drivers, students, and parents.
Okay, there are some tips for drivers, some tips for students, and some tips for parents. Go through. So, what are the first ones that we have? These are the
drivers.
These are the ones. Yeah, you remember it better than I do. What are some of the tips for drivers as they're going out? What's the first one there?
When you meet a stopped school bus with a red signal lights flashing and stopped arm extended, you must stop.
Okay, that is actually a law in Pennsylvania, that if you come up to the school bus and there's the lights flashing and the arm is out, you do need to stop for that. What's the second one that we have there?
You must stop at least 10 feet away from the school bus.
Okay, make sure that, a lot of people think that as long as you stop that you're obeying the law, but it's actually, the law says 10 feet. That will give the kids enough room to go around the school bus there in the back. What's the third one for drivers?
You must wait until the red light has stopped and the flashing and the stop arm has been withdrawn before moving.
Okay, make sure that you completely wait until the stop arm has gone back in, the lights are no longer flashing, and tied in with that is the last one that we're going to talk about for drivers, and that is what?
Do not move until all children have reached a place safely.
Okay, don't move until all the kids have gone across safety. There are some more of these tips, but those are tips primarily for drivers. Flip it over now and let's go through real quick some of the tips that are out there for, who are these for? For the students as well. So that's a responsibility for drivers. There are some responsibility for, what's the next one?
These are for the parents.
Oh, the parents, okay. She knows it better than I do. So the tips for the parents are what then?
Children should always be walked to and from the bus stop.
Okay, walk your children to and from the bus stop. That's a good safety tip for parents. The second one is what?
Get to the school bus stop early so students don't have to run across the road to catch the bus.
One of the things I know in our house is that sometimes we're running late for things.
Yeah.
Who's more late in your house, your mom or your dad? Your mom.
Since you're here, I'm gonna say my mom.
Okay, so make sure that you get there in enough time to that you're not rushing trying to run across the road to the school bus.
So it's 5 minutes on here. I forgot to say that.
Okay, and then what's the last one?
There's 2 more.
Okay.
Get to the school bus stop. There is 1 more.
Okay, go ahead, do that one.
Children should be supervised at the bus stop.
Okay, make sure that you're supervising your children at the bus stop. Finally, we just want to run through real quick some of the tips then for the students themselves. We went through the tips for the drivers, the tips for the parents, and those of you who are students, you guys have some responsibility in all of this as well to make sure that you're safe. What are some of those tips?
When waiting for the bus, stay away from traffic. Line up at least 5 giant steps away from the curb or the roadway to wait for the bus.
Okay, and I think that's important because there's a tendency you want to step right there on the edge and you might be fooling around and end up getting knocked into traffic. So make sure that you're, 5 giant steps?
Yeah.
5 giant steps back from the road. Okay, next one.
We should walk at least 10 feet in front of the bus when crossing so the school bus driver can see them.
And it's important that you said walk 10 feet in front of the bus. When you get off the bus, don't ever go around the back of the bus. Make sure that you're going in front of the bus and at least 10 feet in front. That's why that arm is out there, to make sure that you're going way in front of the bus so that the bus driver can see you. Do one more, the last one there, just do one more, and last tip for students.
Students should wait until the school bus has stopped all traffic before stepping out into the road.
Okay, wait until all traffic has stopped. And it's important, to keep students safe this time of year, especially with school buses on the roads again, with school going back into session. It is so important that parents are doing what they need to be doing to keep students safe, that students are doing what you guys should be doing to stay safe on the road, and that motorists are staying safe on the road as well. Many of us have children, many of us know children, and you know, the importance of keeping our kids safe on the road. So thank you so much for going through those tips with us. I appreciate it, and make sure that you stay safe on the roads, and to make sure that we do what we can to keep our children safe on the roads as well. As we wrap up our show here, also as we wrap up their construction season here with the summer time coming to an end, I just want to remind folks there's a lot of kids going back to school these days, colleges, elementary schools, high schools. A lot of people will be on the road. Labor Day weekend is also a very busy travel time, but we're also in that time of the year where PennDot workers and a lot of our contractors are out doing work on the roads. Please be careful when you drive through the construction zone. These are folks who have families of their own who want to get home safe at the end of the day. So we just urge you to please make sure that you're safe when you're out there on the roads. We have a lot of programs that we do. Again, if you're ever interested in any of our programs, email me at jamay@pa.gov. That's jamay@pa.gov. We also send out a weekly roadwork report that we send out to everybody. Thousands of people get this via email, and essentially just lets you know what work we have planned for the upcoming week. And we send that out every Friday. If you would like to get that sent to you as well, email me, jamay@pa.gov. And one of the people that has been doing this roadwork report for us this week has been this whole summer has been Samantha Antosh.
Yeah, that's our special guest for bringing on our intern. We're saying goodbye to her.
This is Samantha Antosh has been working with us all summer, and so Sam, we have really appreciated the work that you have done for us. Everything from cleaning out cabinets to sending out this weekly report to getting us organized, and so you've done a phenomenal job, and we thank you so much for your work.
Thank you for all the great experiences and everything that I got to learn this summer.
And even being on TV, so It's been fun for you.
Yeah, and I want to add too to the safety issue. Wear your seatbelt. Take your time when you're out there. This Labor Day weekend coming up. If you're coming to downtown Scranton or going to the Wyoming County Fair, just be careful, take your time, and do not text and drive. That is the most critical point that we need to make to everybody. Do not text and drive. And also that if you're traveling, as the tradition is, at the rest areas, there's a coffee break.
There will be coffee breaks over the Labor Day weekend. On behalf of everybody at the Department of Transportation, our safety partners who are working with us, the Pennsylvania State Police and other local municipalities who we partner with, on behalf of everybody that helps keep you safe on the roads, thank you so much for allowing us to be here with you during this time, and be safe when you're driving on the highways.
And a happy Labor Day to everybody.